Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler. Welcome to your Wednesday Wisdom with Spirit, where I will tune in mediumship or channeling and see what's here. So today, Spirit's been showing me a lot of imagery of pathways and such this morning. So I'm just going to dive right in and see what's there. So just hold on a moment. Yeah. Whew. That was a very fast link. Okay. This is going to be mediumship, but they were just chomping at the bit to come through, which is why it was, as soon as I closed my eyes and relaxed into that energy, it was like, phew. All right. Yes. The interesting message for today, Spirit first said resurrection. And I was like, whoa, that's kind of that's a lot. That's a deep word. And where are we going with this? And they were saying resurrecting old, dormant, or fragmented parts of you, bringing them back into the fold, into your reality. This is something that's happening for a lot of people now, is you are resurrecting dormant parts of self. So again, whether that's this lifetime, past lifetimes, parallel lifetimes, whatever that may be, there is a coming together of many aspects of you, and it's happening quite rapidly right now. And so they're saying, notice how this week, or even in the last couple weeks or so, specifically within this eclipse gateway, so since March 25th until next week as well, is a rapid integration of fragmented parts of self. Abandoned parts of self is another word they're using, and dormant parts of self. So what you may be noticing this week especially is a lot of new things are coming online within you. However, they're new things that have this sort of sense of familiarity. Like, for example, say you're I just really want to try photography. I just have such a draw. I need to try photography. And you get a camera, you start using it, and you realize as you're observing yourself, you know how to capture light properly. You know how to frame a picture. You know how to do a lot of things that, say, many other people would have to learn in Photography 101. You already know how to do it. And you're like, wow, that came so easily for me. Another thing could be all of a sudden you start singing. And you're humming along and singing along, and all of a sudden you're listening to what is actually coming out, and the tonality and the frequency of it and the ease of it. And you're like, what? I have never been able to sing like this before. It can come in many different ways. Even downloaded knowledge. You may suddenly feel like you have knowledge on something, or somebody asks you a question and you're like, oh, well, actually, da-da-da-da-da-da. And you're kind of like, I kind of knew that, but where did all that detail come from? Again, this is that coming together of aspects of you. And the powerful thing about this is helping you to be in a better, stronger, bolder, and fuller position in this fast-paced energy that we are now officially completely in, in every level. So from the beginning of the year till we'll say the lunar eclipse energy, but specifically April 1st, from the beginning of the year until April was turning on the switches. If you had a cockpit and the pilot's turning on all the different switches, it's like that. And now we have the full system online. And so many of you are going to start to notice how these pieces of you and these aspects of you are really working together in this really neat, cohesive, multi-dimensional self, essentially. And so the funny thing is once you recognize that you have this multi-dimensional self, you have to integrate that into your reality. And so the insight on that then is, as you start to bring in these parts of self, give them time to integrate into your reality. Instead of brushing it off I couldn't possibly know things about photography, or I couldn't possibly start singing in a choir, in a group, or even for myself, or whatever. I couldn't possibly, because I don't normally. It's not me. Be curious about how it is you, why it is happening to you, what it will help facilitate. New gifts and abilities are coming in for a lot of people and coming online for a reason. In all different ways, many, many different ways. So trust the unfolding of what is sort of blossoming within you, because it is so, so powerful right now. And Spirit doesn't want you to essentially waste time doubting it. You can question. Discernment is always so important. I always say, and so does Spirit, like, it's fair to ask the questions. Is this real? Is this happening? Is this whatever that may be? Discernment is fabulous and it helps you stay on track. But do not use discernment to a point of blocking your progression. So be very curious about what unfolds for you right now, for you and about you, to help you be your fuller self. We're in a time right now in this year where we are coming online in so many different ways, mind, body, and spirit. We're really bringing through the energy of the Trinity right now to step up big time into this more galactic nature of being versus just a global nature. So that encompasses a lot of different things. And so in connection to all that is bringing back these dormant pieces of self. So I'd be curious if you feel like sharing in the comments how many of you have already been noticing this happening, or as you do notice it, let me know in the comments. I'm very, very curious. I have been noticing it for myself as well. So this makes a lot of sense to me. And I'm really glad this came through, which is what is so neat too, because in these Wednesday wisdoms, I get to learn so much as well, because Spirit just brings it right through. I didn't know how this was playing out in this regard this morning to the degree of what they're talking about. So I think this is really cool. One more thing they're saying. Oh, interesting. They're also saying, get ready for having your mind, expanded even more in the next while about the truth of our origins. This is very neat. So I imagine there's more information coming down about the truth of our origins, whether that's just on a galactic scale or an evolutionary scale, whatever that may be, but it's really going to be changing and transforming this year. But we're now stepping into the energy where that does start to unfold. The truth of our origins. Very interesting. Now, again, they're saying use your discernment in that too, because there will be lots of different ideas, but tune into what feels accurate within you. So, very interesting message today. I hope that helps you on your day moving forward. And as well, I do want to invite you to the Lightworker Mentorship Tune In, Tune Up tonight. I'll be hosting an open circle for you to practice using your intuitive gifts and abilities. I will lead you into some exercises. It's a lot of fun. So if you're feeling a draw to that, you can sign up at avalonspirit.com. All right, everyone, thank you so much. Please do share and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.